Good morning. Good Friday to you. Hope you have had a great week this week. Hope you have big plans for this weekend. We don't have anything really too big planned. We have our Mission 5K, a 5K for missions here at St. Matthew's tomorrow. Hey, if you're in the Madison area, you can walk up and run it with us. All the proceeds go to benefit our Honduras mission trip later this summer. I'm sorry, later this year, not summer. We're going to go in October. So, if you're in the Jackson metro area and want to support a good cause, we'd love to have you come support our missions 5K tomorrow morning here at the church. Message me and I'll get you more info. So that's really all I have tomorrow. Then Sunday, it's gonna be a good day. We preaching in intersection, our contemporary service here at St. Matthew's. So if you're looking for a authentic contemporary worship service, we'd love to have you join us at 10:30 in our South building. Gonna be looking forward to being over there. So that'll be Sunday. So that's really all we got planned this week. Kind of quiet. Not a whole lot of plans. So yeah. Today we're going to pick up with Ecclesiastes chapter 4. We're going to be reading the end of chapter 4. And like I said, some good news coming to us. So let's read Ecclesiastes 4, 9 through 16. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift the other up. But woe to the one who's alone and falls, and does not have another to help. Again, if two lie together, they keep warm. But how can one keep one warm alone? Although one might prevail against the other, two will withstand one. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. Better is the poor but wise youth than an old foolish king who can no longer take advice. One can indeed come out of some prison to reign, even though poor in the kingdom. I saw all the living who were moving under the sun follow that youth who replaced the king. There was no end to all the people whom he led. Yet who will come later, not rejoicing in him? Surely this is also vanity, that's chasing after the wind. So, we wind up chasing after the wind and vanity because that's where Ecclesiastes has to wind up, is with vanity and chasing after the wind. So we get there because that's where we're going. But that section there about friendship, two are better than one. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. Although one might prevail against another, two will withstand one. When Wesley spoke of social holiness, he wasn't so much speaking of social action as much as he was talking about something else. For Wesley, um, Methodists were called to social action. I want to be clear, that wasn't something Wesley was discounting as important for us Methodists. Wesley, goodness gracious, understood that the point of Christianity was to love God, love neighbor. And loving your neighbor meant living out Matthew 25. So Wesley, you watch his ministry, his teachings, taking care of the poor, the prisoner, the sick, the ill. Wesley was always intervening on behalf of the broken and the oppressed in his society. So for Wesley, social holiness, social action was a requirement of being a person who was seeking after holiness. But when he spoke of social holiness, that really wasn't what he was speaking of. Wesley understood the power of community. Wesley understood the fact that we Christians could not be holy or could not be transformed by grace individually. That holiness was something that was achieved through community, and that we needed a community, not just the worshiping community on Sunday mornings, but our small groups, what he called class meetings, whether that be a Sunday school, whether that be a small group of some sort. We need a group of individuals around us. But for Wesley, these small groups they were not knowledge based. And the thing that I think we've done, and we've kind of lost our way somewhat, is we've made our small group experiences really not more knowledge based than what Wesley intended, which was more accountability based. Wesley wanted you to have a group of people around you who deeply loved you, who deeply, deeply loved you, who loved you with their whole heart, who valued you, who cared for you, who prayed for you, but who would also hold you accountable so that when you messed up, you could have someone say, "Hey, tell me what happened." But they were not asking you, they were not holding you accountable out of some type of judgment, but they were holding you accountable because they loved you, because they deeply loved you, and they wanted you to be faithful and grow. And so for Wesley, this community, this social life together was in many ways the key to what it meant to be a faithful Christian or to be holy because we need each other, friends. I think one of the great destructive impulses of our modern world has been our social media usage. And I know I understand the irony that many of you are watching or listening to this on social media. So I'm no irony is not dead. I understand that. But we've lost the depth of Christian friendship and a Christian community. And we need someone in our lives who so deeply loves us that they will love us in our victories and love us in our mistakes. And they will celebrate our victories and they will mourn our mistakes, but they, in all things, will help us grow to be more faithful. Who do you have in your life right now that's pushing you to that? Who's praying for you right now? Okay, and a good way to find out who's praying for you is to ask you this question. Who are you praying for? Who in your life do you pray for? But who in your life is encouraging you? Who do you turn to when you need help? When your world falls in on itself, when there's tragedy, when there's grief, when there's pain, when there's loss, who do you turn to? Who's your first text? Who's your first phone call? When you need help or advice, who do you turn to? We need counsel. Uh, the writer of Ecclesiastes reminds us today that two is better than one. When one falls, who picks them up? A threefold cord is not easily broken. If we're trying to do this thing alone, we're gonna it's gonna be hard, y'all. It's gonna be hard because we're gonna have moments of struggle. We're gonna have moments of failure, moments of doubt, moments of fear, moments of loss, all these things. And we can't do it by ourselves. We can't, we need each other. So for Wesley, when he spoke of social holiness, this is what he meant. The communal aspect of our life that pushes us to holiness. Those friendships, those relationships, those small groups, those areas of service, those places in our life where we give people permission to speak into our life, to challenge us, to push us, to love us, to care for us, to pray for us, to hold us accountable when we fall, to rejoice when we're in victory, to cry when we're mourning, to sing when we're victorious. Who are your people? Who are your people? Friends, we need people. We need people. And we can't do this thing alone. So I really would encourage you to find your people, you know, find your community, your small group, your Sunday school class, your choir, your praise team, your something. You got to have somebody walking beside you. It's so easy to be isolated. And when we fall, who will pick us up? So Ecclesiastes reminds us today that two is better than one, and that we need each other. So Wesley said there's no holiness apart from social holiness, meaning that we need each other. So, hey, have a great weekend. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you bright and early Monday morning. Have a great day.